It's time to suit up for round 3 with Iron Man. Hi everyone, it's me Ben and welcome to Entertainment Zone. I am here for my review of Iron Man 3. Now it's the first film in phase 2 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And you know, this movie's been on my mind a lot since I've seen it. I'll start by saying it was a lot better than Iron Man 2. Now the original Iron Man movie I loved. Iron Man 2 just felt a little bit flat and more of a setup for the Avengers and, you know, other Marvel movies. But this one really got the series really back on track. I want to say visually it is amazing. And, you know, if anyone was going to replace Jon Favreau as director, it had to be Shane Black, director of Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. He really managed to continue Favreau's vision, and you know, it was slick, sleek, cool, and everything that we have come to know, love and expect from Iron Man movies. Robert Downey Jr. was on top form as ever. You know, he is Tony Stark. He's the living embodiment of that character, and you know, he plays him to a T. And you know, Gwyneth Paltrow, excellent. Again, I really can't imagine anyone else but Gwyneth as Pepper. So you know, she was just a joy. You know, Don Cheadle. This time, you know, War Machine armor has been traded in for the Iron Patriot armor, but you know, Cheadle does a good job. And you know, we actually get a little bit more Jon Favreau as Happy Hogan, so it's all good on that front. And then as the villains, we bring in Ben Kingsley as the Mandarin, and then we also have a scientist who seems to be, you know, not up to a lot of good, Aldrich Killian, played by Guy Pearce. Both of the actors were excellent and were very welcome additions to the movie and, you know, to the growing Iron Man cast. The movie does have a post-credit scene. I should just make a point of that now. And it's a very funny one at that too. It's a very, very funny one. The movie, as a movie, it was great. You know, it really, really was a really good, solid movie. Kept me engaged, entertained. However, there is a mega huge twist, which I won't discuss just yet. I'll discuss that in the spoiler section later on. But as a comic book fan, the twist really, really pissed me off. Sorry for the language, but it's really is quite true, you know. It was a bit of a kick in the gut, and like, oh really, really. But I'll get to that a little later on. But as a whole, though, you know, twist aside, the movie was great, the acting was great. Shane Black, you know, I really hope he sticks around with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You know, it was good stuff. Now the 3D, it's quite funny because I've heard different people saying different things about the 3D. It's another Marvel conversion. You know, the amount of money Marvel's making now, I can't help but think, why are they not shooting in 3D? But anyway, they're converting in 3D, and some people have said it was really good, and some have been saying it was one of Marvel's worst 3D. Personally, I liked the 3D. Wasn't it in your face, blah blah blah, but you could definitely see the depth added there. You know, whether it's varying on cinemas, I don't know, but for me, I found the 3D, you know, to be good, better than Iron Man and Thor's. Not quite as good as the Avengers version, which I was impressed with, but you know, not bad, not bad. I also just want to say Stan Lee does have a cameo in this. It's pretty funny. I'll mention more about that in the spoiler section. And the beginning of the end credits have to be one of the coolest end credit sequences ever. I think you guys will like it. On the whole, I'd have to give this movie 7 out of 10. I would have got an 8 or 9, but the twist in it alone really made me lose a few points, because whilst I enjoyed the movie, you know, I came out of the movie conflicted. I was like, wow, that was a really great movie, but I've got a really bitter taste in my mouth. And I should mention as well, the stunts in this movie and the action sequences are incredible. And, you know, this is the first film following on from the Avengers. You know, the Avengers is discussed. Tony's asked at one point, you know, why don't you call on your superhero friends? And he says, look, this is American business, not superhero business. So, you know, that's that played out of the way, you know. But, yes, it would have been nice to have the other superheroes teaming up with him, but, you know, it wasn't to be. It was Iron Man's movie. And, you know, we didn't, realistically, yeah, we didn't need them. But I think fans of the Marvel Cinematic Universe will like this. They won't be disappointed. Fans of the comics, I think, will be like me. They'll enjoy it, but leave with a very bitter taste in their mouth. So I'm now just going to discuss a few spoilers. So if you haven't seen Iron Man 3, stop watching now. Okay, so let's discuss that twist. Now, Ben Kingsley was born to play the Mandarin. Here we have the most iconic Iron Man character ever. You know, we started seeing all these publicity shots of Kingsley as the Mandarin. Oh, wow, you know, Mandarin was hinted at in the first film. You know, he was originally going to be the villain, but they opted out of it. And then we finally got him, and, you know, he's this Osama bin Laden type terrorist character, and the twist is he's just a Cockney actor. What? That was the ultimate kick in the teeth. The biggest Iron Man villain ever. The potential's gone. We're never going to see him now because he was just an actor. Oh, hell's bells. You know, people had a problem with Bane working for Talia in The Dark Knight Rises. And I didn't have a problem with that. You know, people are like, Bane's a bitch. And I'm just thinking, no, you know, because he still did all the badass stuff. The Mandarin, we saw all the terrorist tapes, yeah, but we didn't see him do anything. And then we get told he's an actor. Wasted potential and way to ruin one of the most iconic Marvel villains. This is up there with Galactus in the second Fantastic Four movie, folks. Big time mess up. The whole extremist storyline was handled okay. Didn't like that Pepper was the one to take down Aldrich Killian. But, you know, c'est la vie. Guy Pearce was great. But, you know, he was like, I am the man behind the Mandarin. You know, but that doesn't make you the Mandarin, because might be Mandarin by name, but not by what we know in the comic books. I just feel like we could have had a movie with the Mandarin as the villain. Tony struggling to get his head around magic existing, could have called on Thor for help, could have really got to him, could have made him start turning into the drink, demon in a bottle. Clearly not. So this is it. As a movie, it was great. The Stan Lee cameo was awesome as well. He was judging a beauty pageant. You know, it's always great to see Stan turn up. And yes, that post-credit scene was hilarious. We find out, you know, because at the beginning and the end of the movie, he's narrating, you know, there's a Tony Stark voiceover. Turns out he's been talking to Bruce Banner, who says, look, Tony, you know, he's falling asleep, and he's saying, Tony, look, I'm not, you know, this kind of doctor, you know, I don't have the temperament for it. Hilarious, great stuff. And of course the end credits say that Tony Stark will return. You know, hopefully, you know, we might see him pop up in a few other Marvel movies before Avengers 2. And, you know, Gwyneth Paltrow has been saying there might not be another Iron Man movie. I hope to God there is. So that's my thoughts on Iron Man 3. If you've seen the movie, please leave me a comment below telling me what you thought about it. What did you think of the twist especially? And don't forget you can follow me on Twitter at BLMaiden, and there's also the Tumblr, entertainmentzone.tumblr.com. for all the latest movie news and reviews. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll speak to you soon.